In the beginning, there was the beta. And then 3 roles came. Bounty Hunter, Collector, Trader, and now the 4th role, Moonshiners, now in Red Dead Online. And today, we are going to do my review of Red Dead Online Moonshiners. As usual, my reviews, we're going to go over the pros, the cons, and of course, my final verdict. And you are welcome to share your views, your opinions, pros, cons, and verdict regarding the Moonshiners role for Red Dead Online below in the comment section. So let's start things off with the pros. A new role is always exciting, and now we have 4 official roles now in the game. The Moonshiner role, which comes with a lot of stuff, new clothing items, unique upgrades, abilities, along with a brand new saddle, the Ivor saddle. Probably a top tier saddle, along with the Nacogdoches saddle. I really do like that saddle. And of course, we have finally a property. After a year, a property besides the camp. We got a Moonshine Shack. We have, 5 locations to choose from. And it's for a variety of things. Your moonshine business, as well as the ability to expand it to a bar, as well as have a band, which is great because a lot of you have been enjoying the band, dancing on the dance floor, as well as playing a few tunes yourself with some of the various instruments that come with the band expansion to the Moonshine Shack, along with all the other upgrades and customization in order to improve your moonshine business. Several new characters were introduced with the Moonshine update, including Maggie Fike, along with the Moonshiner himself, Marcel, and Maggie also brought to the table some other things that we can do besides simply moonshine businesses and sales. The bootlegger missions, as well as the story missions, versus a brand new faction added to Red Dead Online, the infamous revenue agents, who are always out to audit us. And I don't know if these guys are worse than the Pinkertons, but they're revenue agents. Of course they're worse. Some other things that were added to the Moonshiners update that are definitely pros are requested items, such as a variety of new bandoliers. We finally have the ability to put bandoliers on our outfits. Both single bandoliers, which you can, by the way, switch at the wardrobe from left to right for the single bandoliers, or if you feel like wearing a double bandolier, there are double bandolier options as well for you to purchase by the gun store in accessories. And for all the poncho fans out there, getting tired of the same poncho, just different skins? Well, great news. We have not 1, but 2 new variations of the poncho added to the game. And great news, as of right now, until the next update. Hopefully not. The camp pitch issue has been fixed. For now, because it was fixed a while back, and then when Frontier Pursuits came out, then it was unfixed. But it seems like the camp pitch problem that we've been having that makes it almost impossible to do the trader role might have actually been fixed this time around. Let's just hope that it remains fixed going forward. Definitely a pro in my opinion, especially for you traders out there. Another pros include a brand new weapon that a lot of you have been really enjoying, the Navy revolver. This big old cannon gives the Lamar revolver a run for its money. Now look, I love the Lamar revolver, but now I'm dual wielding with both a Lamar and a Navy revolver. Now there's an additional way you can actually get a Navy revolver for free. The Lowry's Navy revolver. So the reason why some of you may not be able to get it for free is, I know a few of you don't play Grand Theft Auto Online, but those of you that do, that play both these games, Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online, that have all that linked up to the Rockstar Social Club, great news. If you go on the Grand Theft Auto Online and you search for the Navy Revolver and you find the Navy Revolver and you do the Navy Revolver Challenge, you complete that, then you will find some clues in Red Dead Online, which will ultimately lead you to the Lowry's Navy Revolver in Red Dead Online, which you can get for free. So you can get a free Navy revolver in Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as the free Lowry's Navy revolver if you don't feel like purchasing the Navy revolver. And you have the ability to go into Grand Theft Auto Online. You got all that linked together. So that's a great benefit for Grand Theft Auto Online players who are also into Red Dead Online. But even if you have to pay for the Navy revolver, it's an awesome cannon. The next pro is we have a brand new horse. And from what I'm hearing from other YouTubers, including Tag and some others, it's actually a really good horse, a potential top tier contender, the Norfolk Roadster, which is the Moonshiner horse. Another reason for you to rank up as a Moonshiner, eventually reach rank 20, and you can get the top tier Norfolk Roadster. Apparently, it's a very good horse. More pros coming up, some little fixes Rockstar has made, improvements to the game, ability card rebalancing, as well as the quick swap weapons option, your ability to select a weapon, whether it's a revolver or a pistol or a rifle or shotgun, wherever you happen to have on your character, in order to quickly grab that weapon. Say if you're hunting and you come up to an issue and you want to switch from your varmint rifle to, say, one of your revolvers or pistol, you have the ability now to have a quick swap weapon. Increase stability for horses. They're less likely to fall, and if they do fall and suffer from some damage, they are able to get up much quicker now, whether it's naturally or after you have healed them with horse revivers. So that's great. Increased stability for the horses and less likely to fall and much quicker for horses to get up now. The other improvement that a lot of us have been requesting, those of you anglers out there that do not like the current reeling system with the analog stick, great news. If you go into settings, if you go down to controls, all the way down to the fishing, you can switch from reeling in with the analog stick to simply holding down a button in order to reel in the fish, which is going to make it a lot more enjoyable for anglers out there in Red Dead Online. And it may even get more of you to actually consider going out and doing some fishing, whether it's for daily challenges or simply because you want to make some extra money in the game, or you just want to fish for the sake of fishing because it's actually a lot of fun. A couple more new weapons that have been added, throwables. The Toxic as well as the Flammable Moonshine, obviously tied into the Moonshiner role. And let's get to the pros regarding the Outlaw Pass 2. So these are two particular outfits that a lot of us did not expect to get added in the game. And thank you so much, Rockstar, for giving us the opportunity to get not only John Marston's infamous outfit, but Arthur Morgan's outfit as well. So in order to get John Marston's hat and outfit, by the way, the hat you can wear separately if you want with a separate outfit. The same thing goes with Arthur's hat as well. All you got to do is unlock the Outlaw Pass, and you automatically get John Marston's outfit along with his hat at rank 1. And when you eventually reach rank 100 in the Outlaw Pass 2, you will unlock Arthur Morgan's outfit and hat. And there's a lot of other great stuff in Outlaw Pass 2 as well. Other clothing items, camp flags, money you'll be getting, discounts, rewards, care packages, collectibles, food, ammo, etc., XP boosts. And the great news is you have plenty of time in order to get all 100 ranks in the Outlaw Pass accomplished. Plus, there's also free content through the Club Pass. So you have them running together, and you have till March 10th to reach rank 100 in order to also get all your gold back and all that money, as well as all the various outfits, including John Marston's outfit and hat, as well as Arthur Morgan's outfit and hat. Plus, I hear there's a husky somewhere there too that you could also acquire through the Outlaw Pass for those of you looking for a husky as a new camp dog. Benefits page. I love the benefits page. Thank you, Rockstar, for adding this. I didn't realize how important this page is until now. Now, we had rewards and stuff a while back in the first Outlaw Pass, but now we actually have a screen we can go to and look at the various awards we have won, whether it's paying off a bounty, or discounts, or XP boosts, which go great towards an Outlaw Pass, helps you rank up much faster, and like free fast travel rewards and plenty of other rewards as well that you will earn are accessible via this new benefits page. And finally, let's talk about the Red Dead Redemption 2 PC content. Now, a lot of you on PS4 and Xbox One, those of us that originally bought the game over a year ago, were a little upset that PC players were going to get some exclusive content for Red Dead Redemption 2 Story Mode. Now, the great news is that thanks to the Moonshiners update, players on console for Red Dead Redemption 2, specifically PC for now, will be getting this content as well for Red Dead Redemption 2 Story, which include photo mode, as well as a variety of new horses, the Warped Brindle Arabian, few spots Appaloosa, few others as well. You're going to get 2 additional treasure maps, 2 bounty missions, 2 gang hideouts, a lot of weapons that a lot of us in Red Dead Online already have, accessible now through Red Dead Redemption 2, including the Evans Repeater, Lamar Revolver, High Roller Revolver, and a new weapon exclusive to Red Dead Redemption 2, the M1899 semi-auto pistol. There's also a variety of hidden trinkets and a brand new story mission, To the Ends of the Earth. Now, with all the pros out of the way, it's time to mosey on over to the cons. While it's great that we're getting the Red Dead Redemption 2 PC content on console, I think it's ridiculous that Rockstar is continuing to do this early access deal with Sony. At first, I thought it was only going to be for a few updates, but it's gone on for well over a year now. Most of us have come to tolerate it. For example, myself as a gamer, I'm on all the platforms right now except for Stadia. I have a PS4, Xbox One, as well as PC. But for gamers that are on Xbox One who have been playing Red Dead Online and are fans, they're always getting the shaft when it comes to the early access content. Now, a lot of it they eventually get a month later, but you think that the early access content would only be centered around Red Dead Online. But unfortunately, it seems to also involve Red Dead Redemption 2 Story Mode, because while PlayStation 4 players will be enjoying all that Red Dead Redemption 2 PC content, Xbox One players have to wait till January 21st, 2020. And I am just not a fan of early access content. Even if I was exclusively a PS4 player, I would still have a problem with it. And the great thing is, most of my viewers, subscribers that also play on PS4 feel the same way. It's very divisive with this early access nonsense, and I feel like at the very least, that deal between Rockstar and Sony should only revolve around Red Dead Online, not Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's definitely a con in my opinion when it comes to the Red Dead Redemption 2 PC content that's now available for PlayStation 4, and unfortunately only available for Xbox One players after January 21st, 2020. Now, let us move back to the Moonshiner review when it comes to the cons, because this game has issues and bugs and glitches. I know you're saying, what else is new? We've had these problems since the beginning of the game when it was a beta. Sometimes they get fixed, sometimes they get unfixed, and sometimes we find ourselves with some new problems. It's something that unfortunately a lot of the Red Dead Online community, including myself, have had to accept. Despite how awesome this game is, despite how enjoyable it is for all of us that play it, and we're excited to have new content and new roles, it does have problems. And the Moonshiner update is no exception. We got moonshine cells being lost for reasons that are beyond the control of the players. I've had a few friends, including Kane, that basically end up spawning under the map at the beginning of the cell, basically automatically failing the cell mission for moonshining, and they lose all their goods. They lose all their moonshine. They lose that money that they could have earned through a moonshine cell through no fault of their own. And of course, we have this infinite loading screen issue going on. That's been a problem here or there, but it seems to be a real bad issue when it comes to the Moonshiner update. It's happened to me a few times. Animals, once again, are not spawning like they should be. It seems to be tied into the lobby size. If there's more people in a lobby, it seems to result in less animals. So the sweet spot's usually maybe like 15, 16 players. Anything like over 20. The animal spawn is apparently affected by the amount of players that are in a lobby. So hopefully Rockstar is working to fix that issue, but that's been a problem for quite a while now. And another problem that just popped up Monday was the Posse Versus being disabled because it's causing the games to crash. So as of right now, players cannot do Posse Versus, and they cannot do the Posse Versus daily challenges. Well, at the time of the recording of this review. So props to Rockstar for disabling that in order to fix it, but it's only one of several issues plaguing this game. Now, one thing I noticed that has happened to me, and it may have happened to you, is I was trying to do a bootlegger mission the other day during a live stream, and it abandoned. We were on our way to go after the revenue collectors or agents, and it said mission over, bootlegger mission abandoned. For a moment, I thought the game was going to disconnect, because that seems to happen whether one or all of us are going to disconnect or the game's going to crash. That didn't transpire, but it still said that the bootlegging mission was abandoned, but it wasn't. So that's obviously an issue that needs to be fixed. Disconnects and game crashes are still occurring in Red Dead Online over a year later. Now, it has gotten better since the beta, since Red Dead Online came out of beta, but it disconnects too much. It crashes too much, especially for a AAA online game from a multi-billion-dollar developer like Rockstar Games. Why is disconnects and crashes still happening at the levels that they're occurring in Red Dead Online is a mystery, and it's something that Rockstar should have solved already. It's understandable to have a disconnect every now and then, and even rarer a game crash, but sadly it still occurs, even post the Moonshiner update. Revenue agents have kind of gone on coffee breaks, or not even bothered showing up during some of these story missions, I've noticed. And you'll have to basically kill your target, I think it's Lim, Maggie's nephew, in order to get the revenue agents to actually show up. And then sometimes, like 3 or 4 of them will show up, you kill them, and then the others don't bother showing up, and you're sitting there waiting, just like I did during a live stream over the weekend. They don't show up, and then same thing. You have to kill them, you have to restart the story mission at the checkpoint, until finally the revenue agents bother to appear. That's a problem I've personally witnessed, along with bootlegger missions being abandoned. So yeah, obviously a few bugs, glitches, and issues in Red Dead Online Moonshiners. I'm sure you've had some others occur as well. There's also at least one instance of a daily challenge reset occurring. I hope that bug isn't back. I hope that's very rare and not many players are experiencing that. And if you are, be sure and follow Ticket with Rockstar support, because that was a major problem after the Frontier Pursuits update. A lot of us ended up having our daily challenges reset, and myself included, on Xbox One and PS4, I had the daily streaks over 100 days. Gone. Through no fault of my own, no thanks to the reset bug, which it's possible it could have returned. It would not surprise me, unfortunately. Okay, so moving on to the next con, we have the rise of the Golden Wall. Now, ever since the beta, we've had gold bars, and we've had the store, which conveniently allows you to purchase gold bars. And I don't have a problem with microtransactions in online games. I understand it. You know, that's a way that Rockstar and other developers make money in order to make new content for new updates, in order to keep them quote-unquote free. So I understand. And I have no problem with Grand Theft Auto Online Wells or Red Dead Online Wells. It's your money. You have a right to spend it on shark cards or gold bars. Perfectly fine by me. But when you have these updates, like most recently Moonshiner, that seems to be raising the gold bar ever so higher, especially since we have so many new players coming in from PC, whether it's the Rockstar Games launcher, the Epic launcher, Steam, or Stadia. They're brand new to the game. They haven't had over a year to earn the money and gold in order to pay for the new roles or for Outlaw Pass 2. So a lot of them may feel pressure to go to the store and put some money down in order to buy gold bars, in order to enjoy these various roles. Whether it's 15 gold bars for trader, collector, or bounty hunter, whichever one you want to choose. That's 45 bar gold total. Or, most recently, the Moonshiner roll, which is even higher than the previous 3 rolls. As I mentioned, those were 15 bars of gold each. The Moonshiner roll is 25 bars of gold. Granted, along with the roll, you do get the Moonshine Shack, which I guess that's the way Rockstar justifies it. But it does cost money for you to move the shack if you're not happy with that one particular spot. Plus, there's only like 5 locations around the map for you to choose from when it comes to the Moonshine Shack. We do have a few more cons for the Moonshine Shack in just a moment. Back to the gold. Now, the Outlaw Pass 2. I actually really like the Outlaw Pass system. I was a little iffy about it at first, but a few months ago, they did add something to the first Outlaw Pass, a convenient way for you to rank up the Outlaw Pass by, giving Rockstar some gold. A gold bar, I think, ranks you up. For every gold bar you give Rockstar through the Outlaw Pass, you get a new rank. So, another great way for them to get gold bars from you and to also encourage you to go to the store to buy more gold bars, especially for those of you that do not have any gold. Now, the issue with the Outlaw Pass 2 is, well, multiple issues. One thing, they raised the requirement, whereas Outlaw Pass 1 was 35 bars of gold. Outlaw Pass 2 has been upped to 40 bars of gold. Now, that's not the only thing that they did regarding the Outlaw Pass. The original Outlaw Pass was rank 70 max. Now, with Outlaw Pass 2, it's rank 100. But, like I mentioned, great news. If you don't think you're going to be able to rank up the Outlaw Pass by March 2020, then you can simply give Rockstar even more gold to help get yourself up to 100 in rank. Another thing they did that a few of us noticed was 1,200 club XP per rank. Now, I believe, I could be wrong about this, that it was originally 1,000 club XP per rank in order to rank up the club Outlaw Pass, which are tied together. The club pass is free, the Outlaw Pass costs gold. Now, what's great is, once you reach rank 100, you get those 40 gold bars back, but they seem to make it a little bit steeper this time around with Outlaw Pass 2, a larger rank, a larger buy-in with 40 bars of gold, and a little bit, not a lot, like 200 additional club XP you have to earn in order to rank up, say, from rank 1 to rank 2, 3, 4, etc. So I feel like that's unfortunately the direction that they're going to go with the Outlaw Pass. Maybe Rockstar will stop at 40 bars of gold and rank 100, and with the 1,200 club XP per rank system, but we'll just have to wait and see for Outlaw Pass 3, which will probably come out sometime in the spring of 2020. The next con, of course, as promised, we will talk about the Moonshine Shack. Now, I like the fact that we're finally getting properties in Red Dead Online. The small issue I have with the Moonshine Shack is that basically we bought Maggie, not ourselves, a home. There's a dining table in there, there's a kitchen, there's a bedroom. Not for us. It's for Maggie. We just met this woman at Emerald Ranch. We don't know her from anybody except for, Cripps vouching for her. Oh, great, Cripps, an awesome judge of character, wonderful. And within 5 seconds, we just bought her a home. I mean, it would have been nice, along with a home for Maggie. And, of course, downstairs, we have the moonshining going on, the ability to expand to a bar and a band. If Rockstar would have added a few more features to the Moonshine Shack to make it even more useful to us, the player. Like, for example, a lockbox, a weapons locker, the ability to have a wardrobe in there, maybe our own little room downstairs that we could get, and change clothing in the shack, as well as possibly a fast travel post, similar to the camp. Because that would make it a lot more convenient to travel back and forth from the camp to the fast travel post and everywhere else throughout the map that happens to have a fast travel post. So I like the fact that we have the Moonshine Shack now, and if you grind it, it's probably eventually going to become very profitable for you. Plus the fact that you can go hang out with your friends inside the bar and dance to the band or even be the band yourself is great. But I feel like the Moonshine Shack was a missed opportunity, and they should have added these additional features to the Moonshine Shack. Maybe they'll eventually add them. Probably not. But the next con I have is regarding another role, and it's my favorite role, collectors. Now, as some of you know, collecting is my thing. I love looting. I love collecting. And if you're a collector, you've been having a great time at Madam Nazar, making a lot of money. And unfortunately, Rockstar doesn't like that too much. Actually, they don't like that a lot because they went and they changed the locations and the cycles of the collectibles. And it's understandable in a way because, yeah, we were making a lot of money. We figured out the cycles really fast. There's an awesome interactive map out there. You have Twitter pages dedicated to Madame Nazar, letting you know where she is every single day. So it was very easy for collectors to make money. It still is, but it is unfortunate that Rockstar went through the trouble of, I think they increased the cycles from like 3 to 5, I believe. I could be wrong about that. And they changed the locations of the collectibles. Of course, we're going to figure out the locations. We're going to find the new cycles. And probably by the next update, Rockstar will just redo the collectibles again. It's just unfortunate that they went to the trouble to do this. In my opinion, as a collector, it's a con, even though I have made a great deal of money as a collector. Now, let's go back to the Norfolk Roadster real quick. This awesome new horse, a lot of people are enjoying it. The problem is you only realistically can enjoy 2 out of 6 of the Norfolk Roadsters because the same thing with the previous roll horses for the Trader, Bounty Hunter, Collector. You only have like 2 top tier horses that are fully maxed out for their specific stats. You have like 2 mid tier and then you have 2 bottom tier. Now, this is an issue myself and others have had. I don't have a problem with there being role-specific horses. That's perfectly fine. Role-specific clothing, etc. But at the very least, I feel like they should rework the system when it comes to horses to where there's maybe like performance upgrades, right? You get like tier 1 performance upgrade for your horse, then tier 2, then finally tier 3. And then the various pelt options are separate, similar to paint jobs in vehicles for Grand Theft Auto Online through Los Santos Customs. That way, we could get the top tier Norfolk Roadster, and we could pick between 6 options for the pelt, as opposed to only 2 options. The next con revolves around horses as well, and I'm going to keep bringing this up in every single review until Rockstar actually addresses it. We still do not have the ability to sell horses or saddles. Now, saddles, I would like the ability to sell saddles I no longer use, even if you're really not getting much back, maybe like half your money. But horses is kind of a big deal to me because you spend a little bit more on your horses. You know, not just the money, but, you know, with the rolls, you also spend tokens, but you also bond with these horses, getting them up to, level 4 bonding. But we only have so much stable space to go around. We have, 10 slots right now? I mean, that's a lot of slots. But eventually, what if you run out of room? Or what if you just have a horse you bought, you have buyer's remorse, and you want to get rid of it? Unfortunately, you're not going to get any of your money back as of right now. And this is the way it's been since the launch of Red Dead Online a year ago. We do not have the ability to make any money back from any horses that we have purchased. Even if, like I mentioned with the saddles, we got at least some of our money back. It's better than nothing. I just don't like the idea of having to discard something that I paid for, i.e. my horse. So if I have a horse that I no longer want, I should be able to get some of my money back. So hopefully Rockstar's fully aware of our grievances regarding that particular ongoing con, and maybe by a future update, maybe like a horse wrangler update, or with those twins from Red Dead Redemption 2 story that we meet during the tutorial of Red Dead Online, maybe eventually they'll come into the scene, and maybe through them we'll finally have the ability to sell horses we no longer want. Even if it's for half the money, it's better than nothing. And with that out of the way, those were my pros as well as my cons. Time now for the verdict regarding Red Dead Online Moonshiners, which has added a 4th new role to the game, along with Outlaw Pass 2, which brings incentive for players to play the game, whether you're ranking up the Moonshiner, building up your moonshine business, doing the bootlegging, the story missions for Maggie, as well as the Outlaw Pass 2, working on getting as much Club XP as possible to get all the way up to rank 100 before March 10th, 2020 in order to get all the content, including Arthur Morgan's outfit. That is fantastic. But with the rise of the golden paywall, it makes it even more difficult for newer players to enjoy the roles, including Moonshiner as well as Outlaw Pass 2, without feeling some degree of pressure to go from trying to earn gold to simply just going to the Red Dead Online store and purchasing gold bars instead. These incremental changes are already occurring in Red Dead Online that are very troubling in my opinion, and with the golden paywall continuing to rise, courtesy of most recently the Moonshiner update as well as the Outlaw Pass 2, plus Red Dead Online still plagued with disconnects, game crashes, issues, bugs, glitches, as well as new problems when it comes to the Moonshine role specifically. It is great to have a new role, business, story mission, but where Frontier Pursuits, that included 3 new roles, felt overwhelming in a good way because it gave us a lot to do in the game, unfortunately, Moonshiners is basically the direct-to-video sequel with a smaller scale budget. But overall, I know a lot of you out there are enjoying Moonshiners, and like I mentioned, it's great to have more roles in the game, and hopefully Rockstar will continue adding new roles going forward. But at the same time, the microtransactions, that golden wall rising higher and higher, is very concerning. So you definitely want to be on the grind, earning as much money and especially as much gold as possible, especially for future Outlaw Passes and future roles. So just be mindful of the horizon when it comes to new content, new roles, new Outlaw Passes in Red Dead Online, because I feel like that golden wall is just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. But overall, I hope that you're enjoying the Moonshiners update. And now I want to know your views, your opinions, your thoughts, pros, cons, and verdict when it comes to the Moonshiners update in Red Dead Online. Feel free and let me know below in the comments section.